Nimitz-class aircraft carriers are a class of 10 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers in service with the United States Navy, U.S. Navy. This carrier class is named for the commander of the United States Pacific Fleet, Fleet Admiral Chester William Nimitz, who was the last U.S. Navy officer to hold the rank. With an overall length of 333 meters and a displacement of over 100,000 tons, the Nimitz-class carriers were the largest warships built, until USS Gerald R. Ford entered service in 2017. Instead of using the gas turbine or diesel-electric propulsion used on most modern warships, the carrier uses two A4W pressurized water reactors that drive 4 propeller shafts and can develop a maximum speed of over 30 knots, 56 km per hour. And a maximum power of about 260,000 shp, 190 megawatts. As a result of using nuclear power, the ship is capable of operating for more than 20 years without refueling and has an estimated service life of more than 50 years. They are classified as nuclear-powered aircraft carriers and are assigned hull numbers from CVN 68 to CVN 77. USS Nimitz, the first ship in this class, was commissioned on 3 May 1975, and USS George H.W. Bush, the 10th and final ship of this class, was commissioned on 10 January 2009. Since the 1970s, Nimitz-class aircraft carriers have participated in many conflicts and operations around the world, including Operation Eagle Claw over Iran, the Gulf War, and more recently this is in Iraq and Afghanistan. The angular flight deck of the carrier uses a CATOBAR arrangement for operating the aircraft, with a steam catapult and anchoring cables for launches and landings. As well as speeding up flight deck operations, this allows for a much wider variety of aircraft compared to the STOVL arrangement used on smaller carriers. The Carrier Air Carrier Group consists of approximately 64 aircraft normally deployed on board. Its main air wing fighters are the F/A-18E and F/A-18F Super Hornet. In addition to aircraft, the carrier also carries short-range defensive armaments for anti-aircraft warfare and missile defense. The unit cost of carriers of this class is approximately $8.5 billion in FY 2012. Equivalent to $10.1 billion in 2021. They have an overall length of 1,092 feet, 333 meters, and a displacement of about 100,000 to 104,000 long tons, 102,000 to 106,000 tons. 5. They have a beam in the water from 135 feet. 41 meters, and their maximum flight deck width was 251 feet 10 to 257 feet 3 and 77.76 meters to 78.41 meters, depending on variant. Ship companies can number up to 3,200, excluding aircraft wings of 2.48. Ordered to complement the Kitty Hawk class and Enterprise class aircraft carriers, maintaining the strength and capabilities of the U.S. Navy after its older carriers were decommissioned. The ships were designed to be improvements on previous U.S. aircraft carriers, particularly the Enterprise and Forrestal class carriers, although the ship lineup is relatively similar to that of the Kitty Hawk class. Among other design improvements, the 2 reactors in the Nimitz-class carriers take up less space than 8 reactors used in the company. As the more general design improves, this means that Nimitz-class operators can carry 90% more aviation fuel and 50% more armament when compared to the Forrestal class. All Nimitz-class ships are powered by 2 A4W nuclear reactors housed in separate compartments. The resulting steam turned 4 propeller shafts which produced a maximum speed of over 30 knots, 56 km per hour, and a maximum power of 260,000 brake horsepower, 194 megawatts. This reactor generates heat through nuclear fission which heats water. This is then passed through 4 turbines which are shared by the 2 reactors. The turbine powered 4 bronze propellers, each 25 feet, 7.6 meters, in diameter and 66,000 pounds, 30 t, in weight. Behind it were 2 rudders that were 29 feet, 8.8 meters, high and 22 feet, 6.7 meters, long, and each weighed 110,000 pounds, 50 metric tons.